There is nothing in the world like getting a lightning message. Those messages carried horrors. It was wartime. It was only the technology of the telegraph that thrilled me, while the news often brought great sorrow and guilt. Imagine my wonder, though, at the possibility of near-instant communication. Not that you have to wonder. A generation spoiled with Twitter, is it? Back then, the president wasn't able to type a sly pun and immediately converse with the people he served. Even with the brilliant Samuel Morse's leaps and bounds when he created the telegraph, the White House dragged their feet for some 18 years before finally realizing the need for a private line to the War Department. Right in the nick of time, too. The telegraph may have been one of the only things that gave us a fighting chance during the Civil War. I experienced the title Commander-in-Chief like no president had since Commander George Washington. It would have all been for nothing, if not for the U.S. Military Telegraph Corps. We knew a united battlefront had to be achieved, especially with the majority of the war being waged on the South's turf under their pretender president, Jefferson Davis. It took us some 15,000 miles of wire, but we did it. Those brave men of the USMTC laid, guarded, and repaired every foot of transmission wire to connect our soldiers to our nation's capital and their commanding officers. I suppose that was the beginning of war as our nation would come to know it, far-reaching and terrible. During the more pivotal battles, I rested on a cot in the telegraph office. At the first harsh sound of those clicks and clacks, my eyes snapped open, and anyone in the path from cot to operator would find themselves windblown. That poor operator. I must confess, I bought the boys at the telegraph office a quiet round to celebrate after the news of the Union capture of Vicksburg, Mississippi came through. The telegraph office was responsible for breaking news of my assassination only a week after that glorious news. I regret that it was those good old boys who had to type out the words. Abraham Lincoln died this morning at 22 minutes after 7.
An American icon, an American hero, an American life. Only from 7K.